from Scotland! Look, this is my little Scotty dog! What if this was my only proof that I went to Scotland? You'd be like, girl, you got that at Hallmark. It's got the flag on it. Hello! So I love traveling. Or maybe I just love peeing in a 2x2 box in a tube in the sky over the Atlantic Ocean. And traveling to Europe is the only way to accomplish that. I chose Glasgow, Scotland this time. And let me tell you, Scotland really screwed me, okay? Coming from 106-degree weather here in Las Vegas, I was really hoping for cold and windy and gloomy and cloudy and sad. Just depression. But what did Glasgow give me? Sunshine, beautifulness, gorgeous weather. Uncool. General thoughts on Glasgow, Scotland. Glasgow definitely has the nicest people of any city I've ever met. Man, Glasgow people are so cool. They're nice, and they're helpful, and they didn't yell at me like the Italians did. Italians are mean. Italians do not like me. I stayed along the River Clyde, which is beautiful and has all sorts of cool, wonky, crazy bridges. And, I went to the Glengoyne Whiskey Distillery, even though drinking whiskey straight makes my face go... No, it's good. The countryside is super peaceful. The highlands are amazing. Guys, where are we right now?
Scotland.
No, I'm where?
Nowhere.
I saw a bunch of sheep. But okay, here's the weirdest thing about Glasgow, Scotland. The city shuts down at about 6 p.m., even though the sun doesn't set until about 10 p.m. Coming from Las Vegas, which is a 24-hour city, that was kind of an adjustment for me. Because here, if you get a taco craving at 2 a.m., you have about 50 plus restaurant options nearby, even though you're still just gonna go to Jack in the Box, proving that we will eat anything if it's 50 cents. So Glasgow had all this daylight left, yet the stores were closed and the city streets were just evacuated, like that tiny town in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Was the child catcher coming? I saw a store whose hours of operation were 2 to 5 p.m. That's 3 hours. I feel like that would never fly here. So that was both refreshing and insanely frustrating, because my taco cravings are not bound by American borders, okay? They travel with me everywhere. Taco cravings, Valium, paranoia that a Taken-esque scenario will happen. Those are with me always. Next, I have to tell you about the Scotland brewed soda that you can only get there. It is called Irn-Bru, even though I call it Irn-Bru because that's how it's spelled. And if I can't pronounce the name of your product by looking at it, that is your fault, not mine. Tons of people on Twitter were just like, oh my god, you have to try it. Irn-Bru is so amazing. And like there were orange Irn-Bru cans just scattered all over the city, and there were billboards and ads. Like this stuff was everywhere. So I bought a 6-pack because I was confident that I was going to love it. I was like, this is gonna be my new drink for sure. On the Snapchats, some of you may have watched me try it for the first time. It is like, okay, how do I describe this? It's as though Cactus Cooler and bubblegum had a wild Friday night that resulted in an illegitimate child. It is so sweet and sugary. It might actually be unicorn pee. It's like one of those bad energy drinks that you just kind of suffer through as opposed to enjoying. Think if Kirby was a liquid. You just smell this stuff and get diabetes. If we drank Irn-Bru on sugar and coffee instead of coffee, we'd be dead. It actually says on the back of the can that it has an adverse effect on the activity and attention of children. I mean, obviously most American foods have that effect, but how bad does it have to be to print it right on the can? Someone on Twitter even said they like it better at room temperature rather than cold. Oh my god, it'd be like sugary syrup. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying that it's not for me, but you guys keep it and go to town. Next, the only other disappointment I had was that I didn't meet a single Scotland squirrel. I have this thing where I have to befriend a squirrel in every city, you know, like building a network in case goes down. Don't worry about it. But I carried squirrel food with me everywhere, and not a single squirrel. I even went to Pollock County Country Park, which is a nearly 400-acre park just filled with trees. If I was a squirrel, that would be my Terra. And no, nothing. The squirrels were like, no thanks. Don't want it, don't like it. So that was highly disappointing. I ended up eating the squirrel food myself. It was kind of weighing me down. But all in all, Glasgow, Scotland was amazing. The Drygate Brewery was one of the highlights. And if you go, you definitely have to visit the Glasgow Necropolis, which is a big, beautiful graveyard filled with 50,000 dead people across from Hogwarts. I think that's what that was. However, it is the worst place to be should that whole zombie thing happen. But they don't spell Zika with a Z for nothing. Okay, comment and subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. And please tell me where you think in the world I should travel to next. I'm basically Carmen Sandiego without the really cool villain friends. I just have my squirrels. Except I don't have any Scotland squirrels. Where do those squirrels go? Where are they? Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and also check out my interview with Cold Hard Truth's Real Geek Girls, because apparently I'm one of those. Cool. And also give him a sub. He's a cool dude.